as I get older, I realize that there are some little adages that I grew up with, some little catchphrases that I grew up with that just don't make an ounce of damn sense. And I'm going to tell you about one of them. Uh, the first time you get married, you marry for love. The second time you get married, you married for money. What? And there are actually people who live their lives believing that bullshit. They believe it. But see, there's a problem with that. People have to understand love is not on a material level. Love is not a concept that was created because of somebody's pocket. Love was created by our universal creator. Marriage was created by a universal creator. These are emotional constructs. They ain't got nothing to do with nobody's wallet. And you got the whole world going around trying to put it on that level, and it's not. If that's the case, if you marry for money the second time around, and let's say there isn't any love involved, okay, fine. If the both of you are fine with that arrangement, then be fine with that arrangement. But don't get mad if somebody's outside in a real relationship with somebody else. If they're doing something else that legally they should be doing with you, don't get mad. Don't get mad just because you married that girl. Look, fellas, you married that girl because she's got a better credit score than you do, and she's making a little bit money because she got a little bit more education. You married her because you knew you could level up financially, and you really didn't have that, serious feelings for her, but you married her because you knew she was a catch and you didn't want nobody else to have her. You know I'm telling the truth. So don't turn around and get upset when she decides that she wants to have an affair, or she decides that she doesn't want to be a wife and stay at home and do all these little things, and that she doesn't want to spend time with you. Don't get mad. Because you didn't marry for companionship. You married to level up economically. And that's exactly what you got. So when you find out that she's got a side dude or a side girl, or she doesn't want to be home all the time, or she's not there when you come home all the time and she doesn't want to spend any time with you, don't get in your feelings, because you got to think about the reason why you married her in the first place. You didn't want that. So sit down somewhere. Ladies, same thing. You see a man with deep pockets, and that's all you see is a man with deep pockets. He can make sure that you don't have to work anymore. You sick and tired of going to that CNA job and working 10, 12 hours a day. You're sick and tired of going to the car wash detailing from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. You're tired of working low-paying jobs. You're tired of struggling with the kids that don't belong to him. So you figure you get yourself somebody with deep pockets to take care of you. So don't get angry if he goes out and gets a girlfriend or 2 or 3, or a boyfriend or 2 or 3. Because the reason why you got married to him was wrong. It had nothing to do with love and companionship. You don't need to say nothing. Am I advocating that people have affairs? No, I'm not advocating for any of that. I'm just being practical here. I'm just telling the truth. And what my goal is for you to realize that when you play around with the institution of marriage, there's certain responsibilities that are involved with that particular commitment. And a lot of people are running around here using it as a tool to level up. And then eventually they wind up, what they say, catching feelings later on and realize they actually care about this person. But see, it's too late, because see, y'all have an arrangement. You don't have a marriage. You have an arrangement. And the other person is not. They're like, okay, I understand. That's no problem. You see where I'm going with this, people? This is something for people to think about. Because I had known people throughout my life that will turn around and they'll marry somebody else to level up, especially if it's somebody that came from a deprived environment. Let's say that there's certain things they didn't have when they were coming up. They didn't have emotional support. They didn't have any financial support. They were not exposed to people who were successful in those avenues. So they figure in their minds that if they get married to anybody, that person's going to have more than them anyway. That's their way of leveling up. Instead of just being by themselves and working on themselves, Work on your own credit score before you get married. Get a better paying job before you get married. How about you do these things for yourself instead of trying to seek out a partner to dig you out to hold you in? Because 9 times out of 10, most of these people, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. Shh, shh, shh. I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. Most of these people who marry for money on those conditions, they usually have problems with spending it. They usually spend too much money or they spend it on the wrong things. They're not savers. They're not frugal people. So what they want to do is they want to get out of this situation so they can get somebody else who has a better credit score and deeper pockets so they can spend up their money. They have no control over their finances. And they're not trying to control their finances. That's why the credit score is in the toilet. So you guys have to pay close attention. I'm telling you, they're out here. They're out here. But I mean, this is for the gentlemen and for the ladies. Okay, you want to go ahead and believe that old saying, marry for money the second time. Okay, marry for money the second time without any companionship or emotional support and see how far that'll get you. If the both of you agree on that, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you what. Let somebody else come into the picture and that person starts paying additional attention to them. They're going around saying, oh, she don't care. I do go ahead and do what I do because we have an arrangement. We have an understanding. Okay, let that other person start paying a little less attention and staying home less often, and you find out that they're emotionally involved with somebody